I just wanted to say R.I.P. Hitman Ricky, man. Ricky Hitman Hatton is gone. He was found deceased in his home. Not sure what the cause was yet, but R.I.P. to him. Real great, truly, and especially when he was about to make a comeback at, I believe, 46. Granted, that's it's not the healthiest age to make a comeback at boxing, but he was determined to do it. If that's what he wanted, that's what he wanted. I'm sad he wasn't able to see it through, but anyways, we're gonna talk about both UFC and boxing, because both were absolutely just nuts last night. Well, 2 days ago, as of recording this. Diego Lopes versus Gene Silva. Holy shit, bro! Diego Lopes, man, absolutely mauled Gene in the first round. That the ground game, the scrambles, the ground and pound, just fucking A1. I'm talking, it was brutal. Like, those elbows were just vicious. In the second round, Gene did have a lot of success, but got impatient. Way too impatient. And it costed him. Spinning elbow knocked him down. And Diego just, pounded him out. Pause for the TKO victory. Man, Diego Lopes, there's a reason he went 5 rounds with Volk. That dude is serious and his patience is insane. But yeah, fighting nerds, man. Jesus, I mean, Proctor's actually, he's in the win column now, but man, oh man, all of them took their first L's in the UFC, except for Kyle, I believe. But man, L after L. Sad to see, but hey, they're just gonna, hopefully they come back stronger. But shout out to Diego Lopes. He got that shit done. Now, moving on. Oh boy. Oh man. Let me just say, man. Firstly, I think it was Martinez and Billy. I think that's his name. Those two, they were throwing haymakers at each other. It was like an actual Hajime Impo fight. Like, I don't think they were throwing that many. Like, I don't think they threw a jab. And if they did, I missed it. It was just straight hooks, uppercuts, slips, just pure violence. They were just, I was expecting somebody to get knocked out in that fight. Holy. And in a draw, I'm gonna have to rewatch the fight to, get my opinion on it. But God, that fight was fucking just raw shit, man. They were throwing hurting bombs at each other. Like, that was truly that was definitely my second favorite fight of the night. But Crawford versus Canelo. Oh my God. Absolute domination by Crawford. I was going for Crawford to win by decision. I was not expecting Crawford to fucking just dominate Canelo in that way. And granted, Canelo's always struggled with slick boxers who, push a lot of volume, press a lot of volume and stuff like that. But still, to shut Canelo down that much, take some of his biggest shots and just it's nothing, and give just as much back, to the point where you have him frustrated and walking off from certain scuffles, is insane. It's absolutely insane. Granted, Canelo, hasn't looked, like himself in the past couple fights, but it's fine. That he's still been winning for over a decade. he's still been like, you know, in tip top shape in terms of like, you know, the higher levels of boxing. And while his style's like a little bit more flat-footed, it doesn't change the fact that this is still Canelo. It's still Canelo. And he just had no answers for Bud. He had no answers for Bud. The narrative with his power and he's too big, that went right out of the fucking window. Bud was trading with him and winning those trades badly. He hit those body shots Canelo was landing were doing absolutely nothing, and Bud even like caught him like a sneaky straight when Canelo was going in for a body hook. And it's been a while since we've seen Canelo just get completely shut down in that way, and it was just the skill displayed was just magnificent to see. It truly was. Like, there were certain points where I didn't even I couldn't comprehend what was happening because of how just perfect Crawford was boxing up, like piecing him up, piecing Canelo up. Like Crawford jumped up several weight classes to fight Canelo and like dogged him bad. This was like belt to ass, man, straight belt to ass. And like it was one punch that made Canelo look at this man like, bro, this nigga hits hard as shit. Like all that talk about, oh, he's too small, not true. And I mean, hey, I know Errol Spence is not the same fighter as Canelo, but you know that I'll say this: he said the exact same thing when he was fighting Errol Spence at 154. By the way, we were saying, "Oh, Bud's too small. You know, he might not have the power for it." While he didn't knock Canelo out, man, there were some moments where I got very concerned for Canelo because Bud definitely knocked him off balance a few times in that fight. Jesus, man. It was just complete, just utter domination. And shout out Bud. You know, he is now a three-time undisputed champ in different weight classes. Him and Usyk are just the generational greats. They're the GOATs of this era, and in a way is not too far behind them at all, actually. Like, it's just there's no contest at all. There's really nobody else you can put in that conversation anymore. Definitely not Tank. Definitely not Tank anymore. That ship's long since sailed. Bud is just too much, man. He's too much. He's just that good. He's just that good, man. Jesus, like, man, oh man, it was the copia from the Canelo fans was at an all-time high, and I can't say that I blame them because, like, Jesus Christ, seeing Canelo get shut down like that was wild. It was unexpected. Like, it was not in the bingo cards for me. I thought it was going to be a very competitive, close fight. It was not at all. But yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts on it. The event was pretty good, except for that Vargas Jr. fight. Good lord, that shit was just straight garbage. Man needs to consider a different, career choice, but yeah, Matt, you didn't care about your last name, but that's besides the point. What did you guys think of the fight? If you even watched the fight, like, subscribe. Please subscribe and leave a comment too. Let me know how you feel about this video. This is going to be my third video talking about fighting. The last video was little to no editing at all, but hey, we're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna keep it rolling, keep it smooth, keep it rolling. And the next big event, I'm most definitely gonna be making another video when Tom Aspinall fights Cyril Gane. That's especially if Tom just absolutely destroys him, which he probably will in the first or second round. Cyril Gane's not good. He's very overrated. I'm not gonna lie. He's a good dynamic striker, but that's about it. His ground game is absolutely dog shit. It's not good. I'm expecting a Tom domination, but yeah. Other than that, I'll see y'all later. Goodbye. Get the fuck out. Just playing. Goodbye, y'all.